Our fifth lesson in Chapter 3 of the Algebra 1A course is on percent and percentage problems. We will continue our studies with proportions, and we will be dealing specifically with percents and percentage problems. This is one of my favorite lessons because it applies so much with our lives as we move forward in terms of sales and taxes and all sorts of different things that we deal with on a real life daily basis. To solve percent problems, we first have to set up what we call our skeleton formula proportion. We have is over of equals percent over 100. What that means to do is that whatever number is closest to is, we will put on top of the fraction on the left. Whatever number is closest to of, we will put on the bottom of the fraction on the left, and the percentage we will put on the top right of the fraction. Couple of things to keep in mind when you're filling in spots. 100 is always on the bottom right. And as we just discussed, you fill in the other spots with a number that is closest to the word or symbol. Whatever you don't know becomes your variable. There will always only be one variable in the problem, the unknown part of the proportion. It's either going to be in the is spot, the of spot, or the percentage spot. Once you figure out what you need to do in terms of where to put the variable, you need to cross multiply, solve, and check. Let's take a look at an example. We want to find the indicated percentage, 5% of 75. I first, just to start memorizing, am going to write down is over of equals percent over 100. Is my missing part, so x goes where is should be. 75 is closest to of, and 5 is closest to the percentage. So 75 goes on the bottom left, and 5 goes on the bottom right. I then cross multiply to get 100x equal to 375. Divide both sides by 100, and I get x equal to 3.75. My check is to the right. Let's do another example. This one is 30 is 20% of what number? Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to do the example. So hopefully you've noticed that of is the missing portion. I then set it up as 30 over x equals 20 over 100. Again, by the way, notice that once I have the percentage part, I do drop that percentage sign, as I should. Crossing multiplying gives me 20x equal to 3,000. Dividing by 20 on both sides gives me x equal to 150. The check is to the right. Notice I've done the check two different ways this time. I've cross multiplied testing for truth. I also divided on both sides to see if I get the same decimal. Here's another example. Let's find the missing percentage. 10 is what percent of 1,000? Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to do the work. So since the problem says finding the missing percentage, it's obvious that x is going to go in my percent spot. We're going to have 10 over 1,000 equals x over 100. Cross multiplying on both sides gives me 1,000x equal to 1,000. Using the division property of equality, I divide by 1,000 on both sides to get x equal to 1. My answer, because we're looking for a percentage, is 1%. It is important to put the percent sign at the end. The check, both ways done, is to the right. Your homework in this section is textbook page 231, numbers 4 to 26 even.